Welcome to another video on Advanced Excel Formulas series. While analyzing the sales data, I have noted that after taking the total of sales amount, next calculation done is calculating the average sales across customers, products and so on. However, I have also noted that if this average sales must be calculated across business divisions, region, etc., then it is calculated incorrectly. In this video, I will explain you what the mistake is done and what is the correct way to get this average sales. So let us now move to Excel and see how this can be done inside Excel correctly. Here on screen, you can see the sales dummy data for 4 different regions: East, West, North and South. My requirement is to calculate average sales per customer and per product for each region separately. So as a first step, I will now have to create a pivot table where I can get the total sales for each region, then total customers and products for respective regions. Then I can simply divide the total sales by these customers count and product count to get my average sales. So let us quickly create this pivot table. Select this entire data set, go to insert, select pivot table from table and range, and now ensure that you select this add this data to the data model. We'll see why this is important shortly. Now the moment you do that, you can see a new sheet is being created. Now simply drag the region under rows, customers under values and then products under this one itself. And then we will also drag the total sales amount above this customer. Now here you can see we have the total sales amount being calculated correctly. Now if I simply calculate the average sales per customer by dividing this sales, I can get the average sales. But let us see why this is incorrect with the cross checking with our raw data set. Now let us see the total sales amount is this one, 2,38,000 something, and customer count is 12 for East region. If I go back to my tables, now let us simply select the East region and now let us select the sales amount column. And now here I can see the total sales is same across the pivot table and inside the status bar. But now if I go and select the customer from this filter drop down, I can simply count it over here. There are only total 8 unique customers. So why my pivot table is showing 12 customers and here only 8 unique customers are getting displayed? The reason behind that is one customer can purchase multiple times in a single region, and similarly one product can be sold multiple times in a single region itself. Now when I'm going to count this particular customer, it is going to count the rows over here. Currently here you can see there are total 12 rows, and here in the pivot tables, even for the customers as well as the product as well, you can see both the count are same. So I can't have the same number of customers and same number of products. This will be very rare scenario where it is exactly matching up. So prima facie this customer count and product count is incorrect. So how do I rectify this? I can simply right click on this, select value field settings, then simply select distinct count and let us click OK. Now if you are not able to see this distinct count, there will be two reasons. First reason might be you are not using the latest versions of Excel where this power pivot is being used. Second reason it might be like while creating the pivot tables, you have not selected add this data to the data model. If you have not done, you won't see this distinct count option there. If you are not able to do that, then simply delete this particular pivot table sheet, recreate this sheet by selecting add this data to the data model. Then only you will see this distinct count. Now here you can see the customer count is 8, which is exactly matching with my raw data set. I will have to simply do it for this one as well, products and distinct count. And here now I can see the product count is different as well as the customer count is different. Now I can get the average sales per customer here correctly. And similarly, I can have the average sales per product, total sales divided by product count. And here I can see the average sales is being calculated for each one of the regions separately and correctly. So I hope you now understand the difference between doing a simple count on the customers and what is doing the distinct count and why we need to have the distinct count while calculating the average sales for each one of this region. That's it guys from my side. See you guys in next video.